Hi, welcome back. Today I want to give you one of my top tips for English vocabulary practice. This is the kind of tip where if you just did it once a week, you would improve your English vocabulary so much. You would practice all of the vocabulary that you've learnt and you'd become more fluent. So it's really fantastic. But it's simple too. It's just 6 steps and it takes about 30 minutes. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you to make sure that you've subscribed to this YouTube channel so you don't miss any future lessons. Right, so as I said, there are 6 steps and there are also 6 things that you'll need, but they're all things you can find in your house. You need a pen, you need a blank piece of paper, you need your English vocabulary notebook where you write down all the words that you've learnt. I'm assuming that you've got one of those, I hope so. You need something to record your voice on. Now, I'm using a fancy dictaphone, but it could just be your mobile phone. You need some kind of stopwatch or timer. Again, doesn't need to be fancy, just could be your phone again. And you need a cup of tea. Nah, I'm just kidding. That one's just for me. So really simple, just a few items, and mainly you can use your phone. Right, so step 1 is to think of a topic. A very simple topic. It could be your last holiday, it could be a meal that you've eaten that you enjoyed, it could be your cousin's wedding, or it could just be a football game that you watched. Now, don't panic if you can't think of any topics, if you're rubbish at that kind of thing and you're thinking, oh no, Nikki, I can't even do step 1. I've actually got some flashcards for you and they're on my website. I'll put them below this video, completely free, so just go and grab those and it will give you lots of ideas for topics that you can speak about. So that's step 1, really simple, just to choose a topic and you're going to speak about that topic for 90 seconds. But don't panic, we're going to do some preparation first. Step 2 is to grab your piece of paper and your pen and just make notes on different, we call them WH questions. Where, when, how, why, who. Okay, so let me take that first one as an example, your last holiday, and I'll use one of my holidays as an example. So when was my last holiday? It was last year in August. So I would put August last year under the title when. Where was it? It was Mallorca. So I would just simply write Mallorca under the question where. Who did I go with? Well, I went with my husband, my son, my dad, and my dad's wife. So I would just write those names under that question. So you see, you're not writing full sentences, just literally the answers. How did we get there? We flew from Gatwick. So I would just write that under the question how. And why did I enjoy it, or why didn't I enjoy it? Well, I would write things like amazing weather, fantastic company, nice views, friendly people, delicious food. So you can put a few phrases under there. But again, I want to stress, not full sentences. This is not going to be a reading exercise. Okay, on to step 3. You're going to grab your vocabulary notebook and I want you to choose 5 to 10 words, depending on how confident you're feeling or your level of English, that you've learnt over the last week or month or even over the last year. And you are going to add those words to the relevant places. So let's say, for example, that you've learnt the word supposed to. Well, I could put that under when. We were supposed to go on holiday in September, but then my son was starting school, so we moved it to August. So you've learnt the phrase ages ago. You could put that under when. It was only last year, but it feels like ages ago. And imagine you've learnt the word stunning. Where could you put that? Maybe under why. Why did I enjoy it? Well, the views were stunning. But again, really important, don't write those full sentences. Just put the words in the relevant places on your plan. So by now, on your piece of paper, you should have a plan that looks something like this. Right, step 4. Now it's time to record yourself. Don't panic once again. I know this is going to feel really strange for you and you're going to be thinking, oh, I don't want to do it. But it's such a good technique. It really helps to revise the vocabulary and to improve fluency. So really trust me on this and just be brave. You just need to take a deep breath, set your timer. You've got your timer, set that for 90 seconds and go. Have I told you about our holiday in Mallorca? Oh, it was fantastic. It was last year in August. We were supposed to go in September actually, but then we moved it to August because my son was starting school in the September. We went with my husband, my son of course, he was just 4 at the time, and my dad and my dad's wife. So it was a family holiday, and we rented a really nice villa there. And then you go on and you tick off the different questions, and I would finish it with something like, oh, it was such a great holiday, I wish we could go back. Now, step 5 is to listen to your recording. I'm just going to warn you, you're going to hate it. You will not like the sound of your own voice, and that is fine, nobody does. And also you might not have reached the 90 seconds, you might have missed off some information, you might feel like your pronunciation's really bad. That's okay, don't worry. The point of this is you'll get better and better and better. So as you're listening, just think, what could you improve? Could you include even more vocabulary? Have you used the vocabulary in the right way? Do you sound fluent enough? Do you sound natural? Are your grammatical structures correct? There's lots of different aspects that you can look at. And I want to give you one really good tip for whenever you do this kind of recording activity. Just imagine that you're talking to a friend, okay? A friend who is interested in the topic and who doesn't mind about your English mistakes, and just let that help you to relax. Okay, and the final step, step 6, is to do it again. Now, you are going to want to skip this step. I know that. You're going to be like, no, I did it once and it wasn't that great, I'm not going to do it again. But it's really important that you do it again, and let me tell you why. The first time we concentrate so much on actually what we're saying, and the second time you do it, you concentrate more on how you're saying it. So your fluency gets better, and you just use the vocabulary better, and your pronunciation gets better. So it's really important to do it again, not with a different topic, with the same topic. Now, can you imagine if you just did those 6 steps once a week or twice a week, how much English vocabulary practice you would get and how much your fluency would improve? It's honestly such a great technique. So I would like you to let me know in the comments if you're going to give it a try. I really hope you will. And don't forget, you can grab those flashcards so you've got lots of ideas for things to talk about. Now, before I go on the topic of fluency, actually, I don't know if you know already, but I have this great PDF with 40 of my favourite fluency phrases. That's also completely free, so I'll put the link below this video. Go and grab that so that you can practice using some of those phrases, and you could even include them in this task. That's it for today, but I've got lots more videos on this channel, so go and check out a few other videos. Gather up some more vocabulary that you can practice with. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.